Grateful, oh Lord, we are grateful, oh Lord, hallelujah, for all you have done for us, hallelujah, we are grateful, oh Lord, we are grateful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're all welcome. That's quite good news, and let me just make a few quick remarks. This is about early hours of the morning on Wednesday, about 2:02 midnight. And let me say, with utmost humility and gratitude to God, I accept the results of the 2021 Anambra Governorship election. I declare my aye. And this reflects the supreme will of the Almighty God and an overwhelming sacred mandate of the people. For 12 years since the massive clamor by the people of Anambra for us to serve them, we persevered to this divine moment. This is a divine journey whose time has come. To God be all the glory and adoration. We have a very long list of persons whom God has used to make this moment a reality. In particular, we thank all members of Apga, especially our national leader, His Excellency Sir Willie Obiano and his amiable wife, our national chairman, Ozombu Victor Ikoyi and his wife, members of the BOT, members of our Inec, State Exco, etc., for availing the opportunity to fly the Apga flag and the cohesive party support. Many thanks go particularly to our able campaign committees at various levels, our first-rate legal team, and all other stakeholders who work tirelessly and informally to see us through. We are grateful to all the stakeholders of the Anambra project, the clergy and the church, traditional rulers, ASATU, labor market, trade and professional unions, youths and women organizations, non-indigenous associations, businessmen and captains of industry, the diaspora community, persons with disability, etc., etc. We thank all our donors, especially the hundreds of thousands of members of the 41 self-funding support groups who, for the past 2 years, put in their sweat and personal funds to propel this project. Never mind that all of you could not vote. The limited number that voted is still representative of the wishes of the people. We are humbled by the massive support of stakeholders and Nigerians across the entire country. Your donations and goodwill are immensely treasured. In particular, I thank my wife, Queen Frances Nonye SOLUDO, and children, Ozonna, Ifa, Tuchinoa, Ekene, Odoga, and Zigora, for their love and sacrifices. Despite your deep reservations, you still allowed and supported me to step out in the service of our people. As I promised, I will work hard every day, never to disappoint you. At this moment, we must remember, and will continue to remember, all those who died in the course of this movement, especially the 3 policemen who were killed by unknown gunmen during our town hall meeting with youth in my ward. May God continue to grant their souls eternal rest. Amen. The run-up to this election, and the election itself, tested the resilience and integrity of our federal institutions. Many times there were tensions, especially as one party boasted that it must, quote, take or, quote, conquer Anambra by all means. Our institutions proved again and again that this country can achieve eminent greatness when our institutions rise up to the occasion. The judiciary, led by the President of the Court of Appeal and the Chief Justice of Nigeria, stood for the integrity of the judiciary. We salute the eminent justices of the Anambra High Court, Court of Appeal, and Supreme Court for standing up for justice. your names will be written in gold. We thank President Buhari, the presidency, and our security agencies for ensuring a level playing field. We must particularly commend the chairman, management, and staff of Inec for systematically striving to bequeath a legacy of free, fair, and transparent electoral system to Nigeria. The use of bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, represents a massive improvement over the card reader and manual accreditation system. With a continuous refinement of the technology, upscaling of the skills of its operators, collaboration with telecommunication companies, improvement in logistical deployment and security, and stringent punishment for anyone involved in electoral malpractice, Nigeria will be on course to a robust and exemplary electoral system. Aside from the initial glitches in the operations of the BVAS machines in some places, including at my polling unit, the election has been adjudged as the most peaceful, free, fair, and credible. There is joy in the land. Kudos to Inec. To my fellow candidates in the election, I wish to congratulate you for the gallant contest. Our people have spoken overwhelmingly, and surely that voice is the voice of God. The ultimate winner is Anambra people. We are all winners. I hereby extend my hand of fellowship to all of you. I need all of you to succeed. Politics aside, we're all brothers. Let's come together for the project Anambra. There is enough room for everyone to contribute in the service of our homeland. On February 7, 2010, Inec declared a winner of the Anambra Governorship election, declared as a winner of the Anambra Governorship election a candidate who had described the election as a sham on Channels television and refused to vote in protest. 2 hours after that election, I addressed a press conference and congratulated him and walked away without a legal challenge. I was probably the first candidate of a major party to do that in Nigeria. In Anambra, we fight hard during elections, but meet the next weekend at traditional weddings and funerals and throw banters and share drinks. That's the Anambra way. Let's keep the spirit of Anambra alive and strong, and with it, collectively take our homeland to the moon. So far, and even before the official declaration, I have received congratulatory messages from thousands of Anambra Nigerians from around the world, including some of my fellow candidates. I deeply treasure the massive goodwill. To the estimated 17 million Anambra within and outside of our homeland state, this is your moment. Seize it. This victory is your victory. My role will be that of your chief servant, and I will work every minute of the day with you to make you profoundly proud. I will need the guidance, advice, and contribution of everyone to succeed. Our state is one of infinite possibilities and humongous opportunities. Working in collaboration with other states, the federal government, and the international community, we have all it takes to make our state whatever we collectively will that it can be. As we transit to a post-oil world and into the fourth industrial revolution, let us work together to build upon the foundations of our founding fathers and predecessors to create that livable and prosperous homeland that is the industrial, technology, and leisure hub of West Africa. This is our manifest destiny, and collectively we shall get there. Finally, let us all work together to support our ably working governor, Apokwedike Adlairi, Chief Sir Willie Marabrotuwobiano, to finish very strong. Anambra will continue to get better. It is better already, but it will continue to get better and better and better. Together we can, and by the grace of God, we will. Long live Apga, long live Anambra State, long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Hello to my subscribers and returning subscribers. So the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, has declared Professor SOLUDO of All Progressives Grand Alliance, Apga, the winner of November 6 governorship election in Anambra State. Professor SOLUDO polled a total of 102,289 votes to defeat his closest rival, Valentine Ozigbo of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), who scored 53,807 to emerge the second. Anambra of APC polled for 3,283 votes to emerge the third position, while Ifaniba of YPP, Young Progressive Party, polled 21,261 votes. Mr. Anambra won in one local government that has the three candidates together, Ozigbo and I think Anambra as well. He won all of them. So, but to me, I feel like Professor SOLUDO already won this election on Saturday, 6th of November 2021, because he, out of the 18 local governments or 19 that was declared, he already won 17. He already won 17 out of the 19 local or 20 local government that was announced. So that technically made him the winner of the Anambra State governorship election. But then Inec declared that there was no election in Ihiala. So they declared the election inconclusive on Saturday and fixed it on Tuesday, that's 9th of November 2021. Recall that this inconclusive declaration was also made in 2017 when Willie Obiano contested, and the eventual result is still the same as we have it now. Apga won here local government as of 2017, that made Obiano to become the governor of Anambra State for the second time. So the same thing happened, and of course Professor SOLUDO became the eventual winner of the Anambra State governorship election. So it's now becoming clearer to us that Apga is getting stronghold in Anambra State. PDP was winning before. P2B ruled under the platform of PDP, but now Apga is taking stronghold in Anambra State. So this also, like I said before, would be the second time that the former Central Bank of Nigeria will become the governor of a state after Clement Isong, the man we have in our 1,000 naira notes. He was the former Central Bank of Nigeria and also the former governor of Akwa Ibom Cross River State, excuse me. So this Professor SOLUDO dedicated his victory to the policemen that were killed during the time that he was having a town hall meeting in his hometown in Anambra State. In fact, his candidature was tread with lots of issues and all that. The court, I think either High Court or Appeal Court, cancelled his candidacy. It shouldn't be the one that will be the flag bearer of Apga. Before we could know it, Supreme Court, reinstated him as the flag bearer of Apga. But finally, he's the winner of Anambra State governorship election. Because to me, I was telling someone that there is no need of a rerun when the flag bearer of Apga won out of 21 local governments. He won 18. So Inec fixing a rerun is just a waste of time and a waste of resources. Because yesterday I saw patrol helicopter and military officials that were deployed to just one local government here. For what? For election that has already been won. So even though they are afraid of rigging and all that, even though the candidate of APC should take all of the votes that will be casted that yesterday, he will not still win. If the candidate of APC or whosoever should take the votes that were casted, they will not still win, because this man was already leading them with 90-something thousand votes. So there's no way they could do that magic and win the election. There's difference between registered voters, accredited voters, and right votes that were cast. And here the local government that they had the rerun yesterday, they have more than 140,000 registered voters. But how many of them were able to pick their cards? How many people picked their cards? And how many people were able to get accreditation? And then how many people voted well? So that's what I felt Inec should have considered, instead of going to play, put a rerun after the rerun, and the same man came out again as the winner. Yesterday I heard that some group of core members, they seized the election result because the federal government did not release their feeding allowance. How can you engage core members to go and officiate, go and be an ad hoc staff of Inec, and then you not release their feeding allowance, when the federal government, as of last week, increased the feeding allowance of prisoners to 1,000 naira? Now corpers doesn't even have feeding allowance, so this is crazy. But we say congratulations to the governor-elect of Anambra State, Professor Charles SOLUDO, former CBN governor and now governor-elect of Anambra State. So I think Anambra is now Apga. Apga is Anambra State. Probably, maybe because of the man Chukwemeka or Dimegu Ojoko. So we have seen that. Of course, let me join other people to say that Anambra no be Imo. So there is nothing like Supreme Court case, or there is no way Supreme Court will not come and nullify the candidacy of Professor Charles SOLUDO, or there's no way Supreme Court will now nullify the election that declared him, a winner of Anambra State election. He won clearly, and the man he said he's a man of process. He wants to win election legitimately. Probably he must have heard of the drama in Imo State, how that a governor-elect, the governor of Imo State, who finished fourth in the governorship election, and finally Supreme Court moved him to the first position. He's now the one ruling Imo State. So